Hey guys, my name is Steve and this is Wilmer Woodworks. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this very simple coffin candy box. It is a great quick project that you can customize for any of the trick-or-treaters that may come to your door. It is a very simple design. We're going to use a couple of simple shapes. We're going to modify those and then we're going to put our little joints in there. And then if you save this lid as a template, you can make a whole variety of different inlays and things like that. And also, if you don't want to glue the back part to there, you can glue it right on front, maybe put a little tea light, make the sides a little wider, and make this into a nice little lamp or lantern for your desk. Without any further ado, let's get over to LightBurn. I'll show you how to quickly design this and then make modifications if wanted, and then we'll cut it. Now that we're in LightBurn, we're just going to use a couple of elements and a couple of easy techniques. You can really apply this to any of your builds. First, we're going to start with a polygon, and we're just going to do, let's say, 4 by 3. Now we're going to do a second polygon. This one will be 4 by 12. And we are just going to select both of those and we're going to align those both vertically and horizontally. With our cut tool, the little scissors over here, we're just going to cut the top and cut the bottom. This will be the basic framework of our coffin. You can make the dimensions whatever you feel. If you want the top to be a little taller or anything like that, just make sure that the width is the same so they align correctly. We'll do an offset of this and we'll make this offset 1/8 of an inch. This way we'll have 1/8 of an inch on the top inside and 1/8 of an inch on the outside. Okay, now let's make some tabs because we want this to be a 3-dimensional object and we're going to need some tabs to join those. In order to do that, we're going to use our material, which is 1/8 of an inch, and we will make these tabs, let's say, 1/4 of an inch. That should be good. Let me just see what this looks like on there. What we're going to do is we're going to create 2 different matrices of this. The first one, we are going to do a spacing of 1 inch, and we're just going to do 2. Click OK. And the next one, Control Duplicate. Let's just move this down, and I'm going to ungroup this. That. All right, now the second matrix, we're going to do 4. And these will be the tabs. Actually, let's do 6. These will be the tabs that go as the inset and the outset for our coffin. They're going to hold the sides on. Now let's make this red. And we'll make this blue, just so we don't get confused. These are going to be our templates. We'll just duplicate those as needed. What we'll do is if we drag this to our center line, you'll see how the cursor kind of changes. That lets us know that we are in the center. We'll just rotate this until that is exactly in the center. And we can hit Control D to duplicate, and we will mirror this, and we will just drag this to the other side until that cursor changes. We'll go back up to our template, hit Control D and duplicate, and we are going to drop that right there. And as long as our cursor is constantly changing to that icon, we know that that will be in the center, and it will be easier to line up on our vertical pieces. The reason I made this one 6 is because we know that this is aligned. And depending on how wide you have your piece, you may need more or less. Just drag that down and then make sure we don't resize. We just want to rotate this. Then hit Control D, then mirror. Then we will just drag this to our other side. You see how that snaps? So this is our basic design. Now all we need to do is take this as our new template and we will make multiple pieces. Let's make the top and bottom first. Select everything, hit Control D to duplicate, and we'll make the bottom first. We'll delete the center line, and we will actually delete that inner line as well. We want all of this to be cut. We're gonna put that on our black layer. I just prefer that black 00 to be our cut. And the final thing we'll do is select everything and group it together. We can move this over, and this is complete. Now we will make our top top of the box, not our lid. The top of our box, we're going to hit Control Duplicate, move that over, and we are just going to delete the center. Now this will be the top piece that holds the sides together. We will just group this together, and now this is complete as well. This will be the bottom, and then this piece will align perfectly on top. The next thing we need to do is make our top. In order to make our top, we are going to just Control D to duplicate. We'll move this over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this inner section and I'm going to do an offset. And I'm going to do an inner offset of 1/8 of an inch. That's fine. And now all I'll do is select and delete. I don't need the tabs to go through because there will be no tab, and we don't need any of those other center alignments. This is our top, and we will add the graphics of the spider later. Okay? All right, I just want to take a quick moment from the design to talk about my school community. I know I've talked about it a few times, and I do appreciate everybody that's gone over there to enroll. It is a free sign up. It's just a community that laser enthusiasts and people that are trying to work on a side hustle can go and get information, ask questions, find out about machines, settings, designs, things like that. It's Laser Labs by Wilmer Woodworks, so it has my name on it, and I put a link to it in the description below. So just click on that link, go over there, and sign up. It's going to ask you for a few simple questions, such as your name, what kind of laser you're using, and your email address, just so we can get you on that email newsletter that goes out weekly. And be sure to sign up also, because the school community does get better discounts on my designs when they come through. So enough about that. Please go over there, sign up, and let's get back to the design. Let's make our sides. In order to make the sides, we're going to need to take some measurements. In order to do that, we're going to use this measuring tool. It's right over here. Once you click on that, you'll see this measurement window come up. I have it on inches, so I'm just going to measure the inners. We have 2 inches, 2 inches, 6 inches, 1.8 inches. If I use these as my guide, it should be okay. I'm going to use 5 out of these 6 measurements. I'm going to start by making the top and bottom. That will be 2 inches, and we just need to close this. So let's make a box that is 2 inches, and let's make our height 1 inch. 2 inch by 1 inch. The box will be 1 inch tall. What I'll do is I'll go up to the tab template that we had made earlier, and I'll just move this up. And what I want to do is I want this to be double our thickness, because if it's double our thickness, and we'll leave this up there because we'll be taking this a few times, I can center this right there and then Control Duplicate and then center it right there. With my selection tool, all I have to do is weld this together. We will need 2 of these. This piece will go right here, and it'll fit perfectly. Control D to duplicate. That is our top and bottom. And just move that up and out of the way. Now the next piece we'll need to do are these sides. Now these sides are 6 inches. We will need a piece that is 6 inches by 1 inch tall. We'll just rotate this around. Actually, we can leave it right there. That's fine. And let's just duplicate these tabs, because we need these tabs to line up with the tabs that are on the sides. And again, I want this to be double that, just so it's easier to center align that. Just make that vertical, duplicate, and then perfect. Select, we will select, and then we will just weld that together. Now we will need 2 of these as well. This will go on this side, and then we need another one for that side. We'll hit Control D to duplicate, and those are our 2 sides. We have 4 out of the 6 pieces. We just need 2 more. Now this piece, if I do make this 1.8, it's going to be a little tight because I've already done this before. I'm going to back that out 0.05 inches. We are going to make this one 1.75 by 1. We need to remember that this 1 is our height. We just need to make sure we have that correct. So we'll duplicate these tabs, center that there, and then Control D to duplicate, and then center that there. Just select everything, weld that together, Control D to duplicate. This piece will go over here, and then that other piece will go in the center there. That is pretty much it. We have all of our sides. We have our top and bottoms. Let me just move these templates out of the way, and let's work on this top here. In my original example, I think I used the Spiderweb, but let's try a different design. Maybe this pumpkin tree here. Okay, with everything welded together. Select the inner piece and we'll just bring up our intersection tool, and then with that will tell us the best way to do it. We're going to subtract B from A, and then all we need to do is remove these random little pieces. There is our pumpkin with the tree design. Perfect. Maybe we can delete some of these little tiny dots will not really engrave well. I did an offset of inward. Just take these two pieces and Control D for duplicate. We can move that down, and that's another lid. The spider web was, I just dragged it up, and you could do it the entire size, doesn't really matter. So if we just did a center align on this, select the inner shape, select the spider web, and then we just do the subtraction method. And what I also did was I just added a spider in there. Same principle, just holding shift, go to our tool that tells us the best way to do it, subtraction. So that's the second lid. Okay, so that's basically how you put together the quick project. Let's get this over to the laser and let's get it cut. All right, that is our quick build for this Halloween themed casket candy bowl, candy dish. I don't know. Really, it could be whatever you want it to be. I hope you enjoyed it. This will be our last Halloween themed design for this season at least. We'll have more next season. I hope you did enjoy all of these builds and instructions. If not, be sure to catch up with those on the playlist, the Engraver playlist. And we are going to be doing Thanksgiving and then Christmas designs next. So I hope you subscribe so you don't miss anything. But until next time, my name is Steve, and I really do appreciate everybody watching and leaving their comments. Take care. All right, that is our quick build for this hot.